microphone.
It's Tuesday morning,
Mel's mic.
Can you believe it? August 25th. And we got to say welcome to Let's Talk Live. Hello, everybody. I think I'm hearing voices in my head today.
I know. Do I have a mic problem? Is that the... can you hear me?
I can hear
you. Okay, good. I was wondering. Somebody's talking to me while I'm talking.
It would not be unusual for me to hear voices in my head, would it?
Especially at this hour of the morning, right?
Especially, yeah.
So you, I had a different kind of a weekend. I had a Sunday, Monday weekend, and you had a trip to New York, right? How'd that go?
Yes, a very good trip. Beautiful day in NYC. It was nice. It wasn't humid. So a lot of times you get the mix of the humidity and the exhaust, and you're like, ugh. I know. But it was fun.
Sure, good. Was it just a quick in and out kind of thing?
Yeah, it was a quick kind of thing. Yeah. You know, it's the weekend. Can you ever take in New York in a weekend?
I know.
But I love the hustle and bustle, and I'm one of the people who stop. Like, I get in the middle of Times Square, and I'm just like,
look at
no matter how many times I do it, I just get stuck there.
It's quite, you have to see it to believe how big and, impressive it is with all the signs.
But I'm like that when I come up out of the subway at Madison Square Garden, see at Penn Station.
My daughter who lives up there, she says you can tell the tourists at Times Square because they're all the ones going like this.
Yeah.
And she said all the New Yorkers are like power walking like this with their heads down. They're not looking at anybody.
I saw the cowboy in his underwear.
Oh, did you really? Did you get a selfie with? That would have been funny.
No, I did not get a selfie.
A lot of people were taking pictures with him.
It was a little breezy that day, so I left him alone.
Glad to see
he
that.
Had other issues going on.
Yeah. All right, speaking of celebrities.
Yes, celebrity news. We're turning to celebrity news now.
Yeah, we do. So the first celebrity has now been announced for Dancing with the Stars for the new season, and she is none other than Bindi Irwin. You remember her, the crocodile hunter's daughter. Well, she's all grown up now. She's 17 years old, and she's ready to hit the dance floor. Of course, we all remember when she tragically lost her father, Steve Irwin. She was just 8 years old at the time. But since then, she's been keeping really busy. I mean, she is just a powerhouse. Yeah, she's full of energy, and she's her mom and her brother, and they've been doing all kinds of things besides wrestling crocodiles.
Right, she's had TV shows and stuff. She's kind of grown up in front of everybody down in Australia. So, wow, I'm excited to see her. I can't believe she's 17 now.
I know.
Where did the time go?
I saw her interviewed. I think it was yesterday on GMA, and she. You could tell this was a girl who grew up in front of the camera. Just her presence on camera. Aww. She was just. She had full of energy and just, no problems talking. At age 17, she was talking like a pro, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So
good for her.
Look at, can she dance, though?
I guess we will find out. I know she can move because she's, chasing alligators and stuff. So, yeah. Well, speaking of dancing, the woman who became the first African-American female principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater marks another milestone. We're
talking about Misty Copeland, of course, and she's making her Broadway debut now. The 32-year-old begins performances in On the Town today. It's a musical, and it follows the adventures of three sailors on leave in New York City.
Oh, that ought to be fun. Copeland appeared on the cover of Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People back in earlier this year in 2015. She is the author of the best-selling memoir Life in Motion and the children's book Firebird.
Wow, sounds like she's a juggernaut herself.
Yeah,
there, right?
She's been quite busy.
And I think she's also the new face of an Under Armour campaign. So I saw her in some ads in some kind of leotard, like tight-fitting stuff with a whole chorus of people behind her, and they were doing leaps.
Cool.
And,
good for her.
Good for her is right. Love that. All right, Terrence Howard, his divorce settlement, the judge tossed it out.
Oh, wow. The court ruled the actor signed the agreement over fears his ex-wife would leak private and personal details about him, including some phone sex recordings with other women and a video of the actor dancing in the nude. Yikes. The agreement entitled his ex-wife, Michelle Gant, to share Howard's earnings, which would include a portion of his salary from his hit TV series Empire. Now, the ruling means Howard and Gant will have to negotiate a new financial agreement. It does not undo their status as a divorced couple.
So in the past, she accused him of multiple instances of domestic violence and has an active restraining order against him. So sounds like the judge said, you cannot be coerced into signing something. You can't have somebody holding something over your head and then that's not of your free will signing this.
Right.
So we'll see what the next settlement looks like.
I hear all these stories about the divorce and the settlements, and I'm just like, really? We have such a good relationship right now. Do we want to go down that aisle? I mean, wow.
Right. And Empire, it's just doing so well in the ratings after season 1, and I think season 2 is coming up in September, so a lot of anticipation about that from fans. But he said that, you know, if this were to come out right now, the timing of it and everything, it would just ruin his career. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so we've got developments to talk about in the Ashley Madison scandal. Of course, you've heard about it, and it's affecting thousands of lives.
Yes, and here to tell us more about the controversy and how to deal with a cheating spouse is relationship investigator. Ooh, I'm nervous already. Susan Trombetti. She is also the CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking. So welcome, Susan.
Thanks for having me.
Should I talk to you before I get married next month?
Yes, before you date anyone, make sure that you talk to me. Because that's why people hire me as a matchmaker. To vet who's coming into their lives.
Well, it's important. And, you know, this whole Ashley Madison thing, it seems like every day we're hearing something new. Today we heard that 2 suicides could possibly be linked to this whole thing. So
sad.
People, it's ruining lives, right?
Right. But I have a motto, okay? If you're going to cheat, Ashley Madison is just not discreet.
Right.
So that's my motto.
A lot of people found that out the painful way, didn't they?
Yes, but I think it's the first time that the average person cheating is really going to feel like a celebrity and have all their sordid details out there. And it's embarrassing. But, I mean, they went there, so what are you going to do? What are you going to say? But get out in front of it just like everyone else does in the media, like Josh Duggar, you know, own up to it, admit to it.
But why? Like, this isn't the first time we've heard of anybody being hacked. I mean, you know, or people being blackmailed or whatever you want to call this. I mean, this has been happening. And certainly as adults, we no longer have that same Superman complex as we do as teenagers. You know what I'm saying? When you're a teenager, you think nothing bad's going to happen to you. Certainly when you're an adult and you're engaging in this kind of activity with what we already know over the last 5 to 10 years, you have to think, well, what if?
Right, you do. And I reviewed some of the reasons that people gave on Ashley Madison. And you know, one of the guys said, you know, my wife makes me do all the chores and I just want to get back at her. And it's really stupid. Imbecile. One of them said, my wife works 8 to 4. Like, what, she's not there drinking your beer with you? I mean, that sort of thing. But I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why people go on there. And it is amazing that people think in this day and age that they have any anonymity. Because I think there's been over 500 hacks this year. So, yeah. So, I mean, what do you say? But it's interesting to see who's coming out in the hacks.
All right, you mentioned Josh Duggar, okay, the 19 Kids and Counting star. Do you feel that he did the right thing? When he came out and apologized and owned up to it?
That's a whole nother story. I mean, Josh Duggar, I mean, my thought is if your spouse, and it's mostly men, I don't know the statistics, my thought is if your spouse is on Ashley Madison, you kind of know he's a cheater already, right? Sure. So, I mean, look at Josh Duggar. Did it surprise anybody that that Bible-thumping religious guy was on there? I mean, so I think you're going to get a lot of that. And I think that there are going to be some surprises, but it's going to be a wake-up call to your marriage. And, you know, you're going to have to do something about it because it's not just you and your spouse, or maybe that you discussed it with your best friend or your mom. You know, now everyone knows, and there's going to be a lot of, you know, problems with that.
Well, what about the prosecutor in the Casey Anthony case?
Right.
You know,
Jeff Ashton.
And I heard that he said, I just wanted to see what it was all about. I just wanted to see what all the hoopla was about. I didn't engage in anything. I didn't do anything illegal, but I was curious.
Well, he said, and the rest is between my spouse and I. So, and that is true, but, you know, you don't have to discuss it with your neighbor. You don't have to discuss it with anybody else. And I guess he does it. Right. But there are over 15,000 people in the military and the government, and I'm sure some of them have a clearance, and they're going to have to discuss it with their job. And it's like huge, and it's a big embarrassment, to say the least, but it's going to have far-reaching, you know, consequences if you did something inappropriate on your work computer or you have a clearance, because there are already people getting bribed. And, you know, like you said, I mean, there are a few people that it's linked to a suicide, which is really sad. But
and some of these people that are bribing people say that we can erase everything that you gave to Ashley Madison, but they can't.
They can't.
So really, they're offering you something that cannot be erased.
I'm telling you, when it's on the cloud, it's in the cloud.
We all leave our, you know, digital footprint, and it's out there forever. So what are you going to do?
So what do? Do you stay with them? Do you leave them?
I think, okay.
Do you do couples counseling? Do you pray for a better day?
Okay, here's my motto. Kick them to the curb. I mean, you have to decide it in your own way, but I think that if you're in a relationship like that and you've been cheating, you know, you have bigger problems, and it's time you address them. And a lot of times, you know, I think both men and women alike, they will turn their head and turn the other way. And it's time that you not turn the other way. I mean, you have to get some happiness. There's a reason these people risk it all to go on Ashley Madison. They had to know that at some time they really don't have true anonymity. Is there any such thing? So they were risking it because they were terribly unhappy, probably. And I'm sure there are a few pigs out there, but what are you going to say about it all?
So, but if you're in a relationship, I mean, you want to be able to trust that other person. I mean, relationships are built on trust. Now you're saying maybe you should be more, you know, maybe you should be checking that person's email.
No.
I mean, how should we proceed in life, you know, with our partners?
That's just it. Okay, as an investigator, sometimes, you know, women will come to me as a matchmaker and an investigator, and they know something's not right. Or a man, you know already. You don't need to find it out on, you know, the internet through Ashley Madison. You already know.
So we're in denial.
Right. Well, I'm not saying you're in denial, but you already know something's not right.
Right.
That's just the confirmation. That's like hiring a PI to follow your husband or your wife around because you think they're cheating. You just want the photos, okay?
Right.
So you have the evidence.
So the only thing that should smell funky is cheese, and if it ain't cheese, get it out the door.
When's that wedding coming up, Julie?
I know, but you know that's funny because I wouldn't gamble my relationship. I just wouldn't. You know, that's how strongly I feel about it. I just wouldn't do that. And certainly we're all human, and we all see people that look good and that catch our eye, but I just wouldn't gamble that.
Well, I mean, I just think for the most part, people really, there are going to be some surprises, I think, maybe in preferences or something, because it's all out there. But let's face it, Gianni cheating on Snooki? I mean, is Josh Duggar getting, I mean, these are some of the first names. Prosecutor, yes, maybe, but hey, I don't really know him. But, you know, Snooki's going to go all Jersey Shore on him.
We can talk about this forever.
Johnny and Snooki, wow!
We've got to come to
They
an
weren't
end
even in the
here.
house to do that.
Susan Trombetti, she is a matchmaking and relationship expert. Thanks for filling with us today.
Thank
Susan.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, stick with us because we have an awesome show lined up for you today.
We do. It's already awesome.
Yeah.
And also follow us on Twitter. We live tweet and we post behind the scenes photos too. We're coming right back. Stick around.
can be stressful, but dietitian Rebecca Stritchfield has your food plans covered. She's here with easy and delicious ideas for the family. And we want to say welcome back, Rebecca.
Thank you for having me.
So do you have something that can just kind of de-stress the first day of school, the first week of school?
Well, hopefully all the ideas will help the parents kind of get back on track in a stress-free way. We're going to jump right into that school lunch. We don't want our kids trading with anyone else. I'm really excited to show you today Zespri Sun Gold Kiwi fruit. So this one's actually yellow on the inside.
Yeah.
It has a sweet tropical taste.
It is
like
sweet. I like kiwi.
Yeah, it is. It's like a cross between a mango and a strawberry. Big nutrition in such a small package here. We got more vitamin C than an orange and as much potassium as a medium banana in just one Zespri Sun Gold Kiwi fruit.
Wow.
So I put it in this Power Pita, which has everything I'm looking for in a nutritious lunch for kids. The whole grains, the lean proteins, vegetables, and for fruits even, the kiwi fruit slices right in the sandwich. If you want to send it as a side, all you have to do in the morning is cut it in half. What could be easier? But you're going to send it like this, and then your child can scoop out the deliciousness when they're ready to enjoy.
Yep,
and it's own
yummy.
package, super easy.
And you can eat the seeds and everything, so there's not a lot of mess. They
Not
just
a
eat
mess.
it and keep going.
Exactly. The important thing to know is that it's a shorter season. It's June through October. So you want to look for the label. It has Zespri Sun Gold on it and add it to any meal or snack.
That's a pretty large sandwich for a little kid. No, really, because you want something that's going to fill them up and get them through the rest of the day, because a lot of them have after school activities that they need to get through.
Absolutely, and it's no big deal if they don't finish their lunch. It's better to give them more so that they don't get too hungry. Focus on school. So speaking of snacks, you know, I think that Sargento's cheese snacks are a great thing to put in the kids' lunchbox.
They are the best.
But as a reminder, as parents, I love having protein-rich snacks as well at the office. They help give me the energy through the afternoon. They're very satiating. So with 4 to 8 grams of protein per serving, the Sargento Natural Cheese Snacks offers a natural source of protein. For example, the natural string cheese here has 8 grams of protein per serving. So that's more than almonds or hard-boiled eggs, just for a comparison for you. And there's 14 different varieties, so something for everybody. Colby Jack, sharp cheddar.
Colby Jack is my favorite, and it's easy. You just kind of rip it open and just kind of gnaw it, and kids always eat with their fingers.
Yeah, it's convenient, portable, throw it in the gym bag. It's great for all things afternoon snack for satiating protein. The other protein snack I absolutely love is wonderful pistachios. I call this my social snack because everybody loves sharing it. They love sharing it at stack study groups, after school snacks. You know, you're catching up those few minutes before dinner. You're catching up with the family. That's important bonding time. You know, in here you're going to get great nutrition as well. You're going to get protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Nearly 90% of the fats are of the unsaturated type. And if you're somebody who likes to eat them and aren't necessarily mindful, kind of like me sometimes, I get distracted, you can use the shells as a reminder of how much you're eating. It's called the pistachio principle.
Okay, that's good to know, because I was diving into them during the commercial break. And you're not too worried about the fat, right?
No, it's the unsaturated type, and so we're good to go there. They also have 100-calorie snack packs, which are great, and lots of flavor varieties too. So salt and pepper is a different option. Sweet chili is a different option.
Good.
Okay. So dinner time, we're going to solve the dinner dilemma. We're not going to order our takeout, and what we're going to do is we are going to balance out our meal. So Balance Your Plate is a campaign with Nestle, and it's designed to help people have a nutritious, delicious, and convenient meal on the dinner table. We know we want it fast. It pairs frozen prepared foods like this DiGiorno, which is a thin crust margarita pizza, with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low-fat dairy. So if you think about it, you put the DiGiorno in the oven. While that's cooking, you could saute vegetables. You could even microwave vegetables. My family loves broccolini. It's a beautiful green vegetable, easy to pull together.
Now, what did you call this? Broccolini?
It's broccolini. It's baby broccoli, so it's before it's all grown up. I call it little trees with my 3-year-old. And super easy to pull together. And you can do it while you're cooking the pizza. You could also do bag salad or cut up fruit, but the idea is to get that balance in there.
And of course, with it being a margarita pizza, you're not getting a lot of fat that you would essentially get from the pepperoni or sausage.
And it's thin crust, and you could check out your labels, but DiGiorno has a lot of high quality ingredients, everything
so
like
it's
that.
not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
It is. Moving on, hydration. It is still hot out. The rest of this week is going to be scorcher. And so when we get busier, we forget the simple things like drinking our water. So I always tell people, take your water with you. And I absolutely love, hold up this bottle. This is core water. Do you see the contour for your hand? So I'm a big runner, and I love it. I can just run, and it feels good in my hand.
Pop the top. And
get a sip. So we want to beat the heat here in DC. Stay hydrated. This, what they do is an ultra purification process. It has electrolytes in it, and its pH balance is 7.4, which is the same pH as our bodies.
Okay, good. This is good to know, and I do like how it just contours to your hand.
Nice, crisp, clean taste as well, which we love.
Of course.
Staying hydrated. Last but not least, you know, I mean, back to school is crazy for me. I get massive headaches. I found this awesome product.
And you're not even studying.
Yes, it's headaches from all the chaos that ensues. Anyway, so this is actually a liquid pain relief, and it is going to be faster than pills or tablets or capsules because it's in a liquid form. It's a single dose, so you can keep it anywhere, like in your little, sneak it in your bag, put it in your glove box, in your gym bag.
Is this acetaminophen or what is it?
So it is, let's take a look here. So it's choline salicylate. So it is an NSAID, non-steroid anti-inflammatory. So it is, you know, the normal stuff that you need, just rapidly absorb because it's in the liquid format. And there's a little caffeine in there too. Oh, I wanted to mention you can get it at Safeway or at Amazon.
Okay. This is good stuff though.
Yeah,
this would be
it has been really helping me with my headaches.
Well, what about for the kids though? Little Susie or Tommy or after
that's
school
actually a
activities?
really good question. I would make sure that the dose was right for them. My guess is this would be an adult dose, so it's not baby asprin or anything like that.
So you just want to double check.
Exactly, you would want to make sure. But I mean, I think it's fun for the kids to get back to school. It's the parents that are going nuts.
They're ready to get out of the house and get away from you. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. But hopefully the idea is it can be easy and healthy and come together quickly, and a lot of whole foods, you know, easy to prepare, natural stuff.
Gotcha. All right, Rebecca. Well, let's get some snacks going here during the break. Thank you, Rebecca Sturchfield, for all of these delicious ideas for back-to-school meals and, of course, fun-loving snacks. Hey, stick with us. We're going to have more of Let's Talk Live coming up after the break. Turning now to this morning's Hot Button. It's a new form of online harassment targeting women. A group stealing their images online and photoshopping the pictures to make them look thinner.
What else is new, right? So ABC's Jesse Plamer has a look.
It's fat shaming at its worst. Pictures of women photoshopped to look thinner. The group behind the so-called hate project, Project Harpoon, stealing images online, editing them, and then reposting them on social media with captions like, "Wow, from a depressed chub to an elegant fox," and "From blocking the view to enhancing it." The targets are plus-sized everyday women and models. Even actresses like Melissa McCarthy, Rebel Wilson, and singer Meghan Trainor have also felt their wrath.
We are sending the wrong message to young women out there that if you're not a 2 or a 4, that you deserve to get photoshopped in a picture. And that is not the message we should be sending to young women today.
The leader behind the campaign says it supports the movement of being in shape and not feeding into obesity, telling People magazine, "Our intention is not to harm, oppress, or trigger anyone. We get dozens of messages a day talking about how photos have inspired them to go to the gym and maintain a better lifestyle." But plus-size model Ruby Rocks was not inspired when a picture of her was photoshopped without her permission.
When I first saw it, I kind of laughed, just because the photoshopping is really poorly done, for one thing. But it's also just completely unnatural. Not everybody is meant to be a size 0 or a size 2.
Rocks was so angered she published a blog post. But in a surprising turn, instead of lashing out, she thanked them.
I didn't want the blog to be just me ranting and me being angry. I don't want to put negative energy out into the world, and so I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the strength to overcome this. Thank you for giving me the power to be able to fight you and to fight the bullies. They've tried to take the power away from me, but I just feel like I have all the power now.
Can you imagine that?
I can't even. These people that did something like they need to have something else to do because they obviously have too much time on their hands.
There's too much time to do that. And if anything, I think, because we're not all the same shape and size,
Right,
so why not, if you want to say, hey, this is my body shape, I'm more of an athletic build, you're more of a thinner frame. So why don't we find somebody that we're more similar in body shape to and say, okay, this is maybe what you want to work towards, a healthier you, not a thinner you, not a taller,
you.
just healthy.
Absolutely. You know, and you're right. And you don't have to be 2 or 0 or 4 to be healthy. But the thing is, I don't feed into obesity either. I think everybody should be healthy, but you could be a 12 or 14 and be healthy.
Right, you can
and
be.
that's what they fail to seem to recognize.
And the fact of the matter is, there are clothes out there to fit everybody,
That's
so
right.
just get off of it. Be you.
I know. If they really wanted to stress the health, they'd be putting statistics about, look how this person can run the mile in so many minutes, or this person can do so many sit-ups, or look at that. That would be, adding health to the standard.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Can't we just all get along?
I know.
Hey, the world's first holiday to celebrate all great things, dogs. Well, that's happening tomorrow, National Dog Day. But stay with us as we share tips on how you can honor man's best friend for National Dog Day. You don't want to miss this. Woof. little friend, Bo. Our next guest has 6 ways to celebrate your pooch. Not Bo, but he's ready to party. Dana Humphrey, a.k.a. the Pet Lady. She's here to show us how to celebrate man's best friend. Hi, Dana.
Hi, thanks, Julie.
And you brought your little French Bulldog?
Yes, well, this is Bo. He's actually from the French Bulldog Rescue Network. So if you're looking for a new dog out there to adopt, you can always check them out.
Yes.
Bo actually is deaf, so he can't hear, but we still want to celebrate him.
He's a ham. Look at him. He looks right into the camera. So how do we go about celebrating National Dog Day for the pups? Like in new places to walk, new places to see?
Well, think about, if you walk to work or wherever your normal routine is, it's fun to change it up sometimes. So same for your dog. So if you take the same loop every morning, try changing it up. Take a new block. Or if you have a pet sitter or dog walker, encourage them to also maybe take a new route. There's actually a new device that helps you monitor your pet's activity. It's called Hachiko. And it's really small. It just attaches to Bo's collar here, and it actually syncs with an app. So you can see where your dog's walking and how much exercise they're getting, so you can make sure to monitor that they're getting enough exercise.
Really?
Yeah.
And will the app tell you, like, for a bulldog, they need so much? Like, I have a beagle at home, and he's very high strung. You got to walk him, or he won't leave you alone.
Yeah, it's definitely vet recommended, based on what type of dog you have, how many steps your dog should take.
Okay, and where can we find that?
It's Hachiko. It's available online. It's only $40. You can find it on Amazon or at a retailer near you.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're talking about walking somewhere, giving them exercise. What else can we try to celebrate man's best friend?
Well, it's very important to teach your dog new tricks.
Oh.
Just like us.
Wait a minute, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Isn't that what they say?
Well, Bo's only 4, and he's happy to learn new tricks.
Okay.
Just like us, if, as we get older, we are encouraged to do crossword puzzles and Sudoku to keep the mind active. It's great to teach your dog new tricks. So they can just, keep it fresh, stay motivated and keep their brain active.
Are there certain tricks that are, like Beagle Bailey is 11.
Okay.
So are there certain tricks that he can learn now that maybe, like when he was little, we could teach him how to roll over and he sits up and he begs. That's the highlight of my face. I mean, he knows how to shake.
Sure, that's a great one.
Yeah.
You can try different things, sit, stay, roll over, or maybe bring back an old trick that he hasn't done in a while.
Okay.
And maybe introduce some new treats to keep it exciting.
Oh, he likes to eat.
You always want to use positive reinforcement, right? And reward with some nice organic, healthy treats. We have some Caleb's Organics here, which are a great option.
Right. Those are good. Now you're talking about food, and we got to watch the diet because as little doggies get bigger, they get older, they tend to get bigger, unfortunately.
And just like us, our taste buds change every 7 years. We develop new allergies over time. Same with our pets.
Right.
So you definitely want to check out and make sure that your dog has not developed any allergies to their food.
Okay.
You might want to check out a new protein. Sometimes if they've had chicken for a long time, it's time to switch it up to lamb or fish or something else.
Okay,
or,
something different.
Yeah, or they may develop allergies, so you can always get an allergy test.
Yeah.
Depending on what allergy they do have, this is something that's really handy. It's a Twigo tag, and you can actually just write your pet's allergies on the back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that if they go to a daycare, something like that, they won't get the wrong treat from the daycare provider.
Okay, that's always good to know. And sometimes dogs are allergic to grass. I never knew that.
Sure, yeah.
But they can be allergic to grass, and that could cause some other itching problems.
Yeah.
Where are you going? I'm going to let him go down. I think he wants to get down, which is fine.
Bye, Bo.
There you go. Bye, Bo.
If your
Cutie
dog
pie.
is allergic to grass,
He wants his mama.
you can always check out some booties. These are some Jelly Bellies. So they actually also protect your dog from the heat, right?
Right.
If you're going to be doing the last days of summer, some fun street fairs, and out on that hot asphalt, it can actually get 30 degrees hotter than the air temperature. So if it's 90 degrees outside, the pavement can actually be 120. So these are great to protect your dog's paws from that hot asphalt, or if they have a grass allergy.
Right.
It's another great option. Or for senior pets to keep them comfortable and cool.
Right, and like in the snow, when it gets the ice sometimes, and the salt that they put down on the ground will affect their paws, so that's also a good option. Now, I hear you say that you should change up the dog's toys. Beagle Bailey has, I call it a Buki. It's a stuffed animal that he's had since he was a pup. My mom gave it to him. His grandma.
Favorite toy.
It's his favorite toy. He loves it. He takes it and he goes to bed at night and he, holds it in his mouth and everything. It's his pacifier.
Well, so you always want to keep that one in the mix, but let's say you have 12 toys for your dog. Instead of having like a free-for-all, maybe have 3 out one week and change it up and take them away and put 3 different ones out the next week.
Okay.
Or one at a time, just to change up the mix.
Change up the mix. Okay, and then of course you have the little carrier that you carry the dogs around in.
And also really important, you know, if your dog's having any behavioral issues, it might be time to talk to a trainer. Or, you know, make your dog work. You know, this is something I love. This is a new backpack from A Pet with Paws.
Okay.
And, you know, you make your dog work. Make them carry, you know, the supplies and the poop bags. And if they feel like they're working, you know, they might cause less trouble at home.
Right? And then they feel like they're participating instead of just running wild and having a good time.
Exactly.
Right. If only we could do that with kids.
Well, they already have backpacks.
But if we get them, just to get them to clean up, I think that's a wonderful idea. All right, anything else you want to point out real quick before we get ready to go?
Well, if you're looking to celebrate your dog for National Dog Day, go ahead and do that. And if you're looking to get a new dog for your family, definitely check out the French Bulldog Rescue Network or a shelter near you. It's all about adoption. And, you know, safe and happy National Dog Day tomorrow.
Yes, National Dog Day, yay! All right, well, thank you so much for coming in. Bo, you want to, okay, well, he's laying out on the tile now. He's nice and cool. He's a union dog. He only works for so many minutes and then he's all set. Hey, stick with us. We're going to have more with Let's Talk Live coming up after the break.
As our kids are heading back to school, it's very important to continue them with healthy eating and fitness patterns. It's going to help them in the classroom. And we've got somebody that's going to help us right now with all this. Lisa Reed is our fitness expert. And Lisa, boy, you know, over the summer, I guess kids are sort of under mom's watchful eye. They're going back to school now.
Yes.
And they say the most important thing is start them off on the right foot early in the day. How can we do that?
But we want to start them up as a family. So that's my biggest point, is that when they get up for breakfast and they, you know, the mom's always running around cooking breakfast. Well, you know what, moms, I want you to make your breakfast with your children and teach them, pack their lunches, and actually have them pack their lunches. And you're educating them as you pack your meals, they're packing theirs. So it just makes it more of a family, so and they also learn.
You know, this could be better, you know, on paper than actually in practice, because in the morning it can be kind of crazy, right? You're trying to get everybody out the door, right? I mean, I can see packing the lunches together the night before. That might
but the more you teach and educate your children, the more they're going to instill that, and they're going to be able to, like, okay, I got to pack my fruit, I'm going to cut it up. I walk into one of my clients' house, she's got 4 kids, they're all running around cooking breakfast, they're all packing their lunches.
Wow.
That role model for those kids are just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just teach them, and they'll be able to do it.
So what do you suggest for breakfast? You know, sending your kid off to school, you want them to have something that stays with them for a few hours, right? So
yeah,
what do you suggest?
It's a piece of fruit, your meat, but the biggest thing is, just like a regular meal, and Rebecca had awesome examples there earlier, but it's also cooking with them. So if it's celery with peanut butter on it, and making little snacks or snack bags of cut up fruits and vegetables, having a little half a sandwich, but knowing if there's veggies, fruits, and a little sandwich with some meat in it, awesome.
That's perfect, right?
Yes, but then come dinner. So, pack and cook with your kids. Make the shopping list, include them. They're going to feel that, okay, I have a special part in this cooking, with mom or dad or whatever. So biggest thing is, though, portion control. So
you brought a couple plates here.
I did.
One looks like a dinner-sized plate.
Yes.
And one looks like a salad plate.
Yeah, I know, right? And this is, so back in the day, we started with 9 inches, and now we're up to 12 to more than 15. So this
this used to be a dinner plate?
A little bit. It's like half an inch short.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you could teach your kids.
What was the year for that?
1960.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you can think.
That's when we used to all be so thin, right?
But look, we go out to eat. Our portion control, we ought to go.
Yeah.
This is like 3 times as much when you get to dine out. So if you teach them at home, after dinner, put the food on the counter, and then have them go get their portion by the back of the fist of the hand is a portion size for a kid. Yes.
And
so
then that's for what? A piece of chicken, piece of meat,
everything.
Or something?
Yeah.
Everything.
Meats, yes.
Just vegetables
think of the back of the fist.
Okay.
And then adults. This is it.
Pack of cards.
Yeah. So you realize that we all probably eat more than a pack of cards. So this is about a 3 to 4 ounce piece of chicken or fish or piece of meat. But
so on your plate, you could have maybe 3 packs of cards, right? Because you're going to have several different food groups represented?
Correct.
Okay. So not just 1 pack of cards.
No, not just one.
That would be a really stark plate, let me tell you.
This is your main staple, but you're going to teach them. So then when they dine out, you're going to divide and doggy bag, because there's no way you'd be able to eat that much. I mean, these kids have little tiny stomachs.
Yeah.
So you teach them at home.
Yeah. It's almost easier for them to see less and be responsible for eating less, because they do have little stomachs.
Right.
And a lot of times kids just can't finish the big plate.
Correct. And then use the smaller plates. And then they're drinking their calories. Use water. Rebecca had a great water bottle. Pick a favorite water bottle for your child and for you that you're going to always have with you. And to drink water, there's no reason to drink those sugary, caloric, non-nutritious drinks.
If you start them out on this track, it doesn't seem not normal to them. I mean, they would normally go for water at the table as a beverage as they get to be older. So it's a habit that would stay with them for a lifetime. You're teaching them really good habits.
Right. Yeah. And then exercise. Like, we're going to use this pack of cards again, because a great exercise that you can do after dinner, that's the biggest thing, is do the exercise with your kids. Go for a walk. Play hopscotch in the garage. Play, do jumping rope. But this one is awesome because use a whole deck of cards and pick a lower and upper, an ab, and a cardio for each of the suit. And okay, it's your turn. There's a 6 of spades. We had spades were squats. So everyone has to do 6. So you go through the whole deck.
Let me hope I don't get the spades.
Make cardio, make the carts. Burpees. So then I make the aces 15.
Okay, that could be fun. I think kids would like that.
Yeah. And
especially if mom and dad participate. That would be really fun. Yeah.
And everyone does it. It goes through the whole deck. I mean, it's great. And you can do abs one day. You can do lower body. You help the kids make their exercises up.
And everybody burns some calories after dinner. Love that. How much exercise does a kid need a day?
60 minutes a day.
They do. And they're getting that in the summer with all the swimming pools and, bike riding and all that. But in the fall, when they're sitting behind a desk, not so much.
Not so much.
So we have to make sure as parents that they are getting their exercise in.
Right, become great role models. So
Lisa Reed, fitness expert, thanks so much for keeping us on track during the school year.
Thank you.
And remember, you can go to lisareed.com if you want some more great tips with us. We've got more Let's Talk Live right after this.
Ooh, at first I thought this was going to be a segment about boozing it up with some bourbon, but yeah.
We knew you'd find that on the table.
Hey, as summer is winding down, the kids are heading back to school. Parents might need some of this, and the temperature will soon be changing.
Yeah, it will. But before we jump into the fall, we are celebrating the last days of summer. We got a barbecue going on here, and here to help us extend our summertime, especially as we approach the Labor Day weekend. I can't believe it already. Is Melanie Kurtz. She is Old Glory's Barbecue's newly appointed pit master. Congratulations!
Yes, thank you,
Congratulations!
Yeah,
how does one become a pit master?
I was saying, a lot of patience. You know, barbecue is a lot of time, slow patience, and it's fun. That's one thing that I love about barbecue is just it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's about family, and most people think about barbecue, they think about their family and gathering together.
Yeah.
Yes,
Socializing.
drinking, bourbon,
Where did you get all your
beer.
skills?
I went to culinary school in Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania Culinary Institute.
Yeah.
And then I made my way back to the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, and I've been here ever since.
All right, who's got the best barbecue in the country?
We do. Of course we do. Who else would I say? We do.
What makes the best barbecue? Can you tell us a secret ingredient? Or?
I mean, most pitmasters will do either just salt and pepper.
Okay.
But I like to use a lot of sugar and salt to kind of hold in that nice smoky flavor from our hickory that we use at Old Glory.
Is that the hickory?
Yeah, that's hickory right there. So yeah, that's what we use. Hickory, low, slow. I mean, depending on what you're using, chicken, pork. But we use, I would say at Old Glory we do our St. Louis ribs, which are our pork, like I said, and then we have our pulled pork butt. And then we have...
That always makes me laugh. Why do we call it a pulled pork butt?
And then what we're doing today is going to be our sticky chicken, which has our pineapple bourbon barbecue sauce.
Oh my gosh, everything just smells delicious.
Yes.
It looks so good. It looks sticky, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, so you're going to make the chicken for us today.
So these are the ingredients. So what we have here is some red bell peppers.
Okay.
And then it's going to be green bell peppers.
Because red has kind of a sweet taste compared to a green pepper. Yeah.
And then we got some pineapple juice.
Okay.
And
a little
then,
more sweet going on there.
Then fresh pineapple.
Okay.
A lot of sweetness going here. Then we start
smack your lips with that.
Then we dark corn syrup.
Okay.
We'll say
That makes it sticky.
Sticky. Yep. There you go. Sticky. Molasses.
Oh, wow, more stick.
More stickiness.
Now, is there a particular kind of molasses you like to use?
Regular molasses is good.
Okay.
Then we have our light brown sugar.
Oh, God bless you. After all that molasses, to use light brown sugar.
Yes, we do.
And then, of course, the best thing is the bourbon. We're going to add some bourbon to that.
Now, as a pitmaster, you ever take a swig before just pouring it in there?
On TV, I'm going to tell you no.
Why? We drink on camera all the time. I'm likely just to take that home.
But what we're going to do is put this then on medium heat, let it go for about 30 minutes. And then we have Memphis that we use, that we make at Old Glory. We have 4 different types of barbecue that we make there. Then we add Memphis to this, and then you get something that ends up like this.
What is Memphis?
Yeah.
Memphis is basically it's a peppery, like black peppery, your basic almost barbecue sauce that most people tend to like. We also offer Savannah, which we do different types of regions. We offer Savannah barbecue sauce, Memphis, Southwest Texas, and Kansas City.
Wow.
The Southwest is more of the spicier, where the Savannah is more the mustard. Which is my personal favorite. I love our Savannah.
Wow.
So then we put this, a pineapple bourbon we put on the chicken, but you can put that on anything, pork, ribs, whatever you like.
It works for whatever. Now, how much time is involved once you've got your sauce made and you put it on your chicken? Then do you have to refrigerate it for like overnight or something?
No, I say basically what we do with our chicken, it's basically 2 different types of cooking procedures. We do barbecuing, which is low, slow, and then we do grill, which is high heat, fast cooking. So what we do with our chicken is we get in, we marinate it for about 24 hours, then we smoke it for about 4 hours over hickory.
Right.
And then after that, we have our pineapple barbecue sauce. We put that on the chicken and put it on the grill to get it nice caramelized, to intense the flavor of the vanilla from the bourbon and get that nice sticky. It's going to stick all over your face and your hands.
But the secret that everybody wants to know is, how do you keep the meat tender and juicy? Because I know when you say high heat, to me, it becomes cardboard instantly.
No, so when you have the high heat,
it looks like the hickory when I bring it out.
It's almost like when you have like a pan at home and you put it on high flame where it's almost smoking, and you put that nice little sizzle on the outside. It's not reaching it's not actually the heat is not reaching to the inside of the meat. It's just basically on the outside of the skin to get it nice and crispy and sweet and sticky.
And sticky.
And does that actually work to sort of seal in the juices once
Yes,
you've got that seared edge on it?
Exactly. That's the whole point of like high intense heat is to sear it and have those juices inside. And also when you marinate it, like I said, with the salt and the sugar, that helps hold in the tenderness, and you get that nice little smoke ring, that pink. I don't know, in the ribs you can kind of see that nice little pink smoke ring on the outside of your meat.
Wow. So the whole process takes what? How much time?
I would say if we make our ribs and our pork and our brisket, we start the night before, and it goes slow overnight for the next day.
A labor of love, sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Can we do this at home? Is there a way to do it?
You can do these at home.
Do you need a special kind of grill, like the kind with the dome lid?
I mean, most people have those types of the dome grill.
That's how you get that smokiness.
Yeah,
right?
but you kind of pull everything off to the left. Like I said, it's not indirect heat. It's low, slow. And then you can add different wood chips like hickory or apple wood. Just make sure you soak the wood chips to get that nice smoky flavor inside your meat.
Or we just have you come over and cook for us.
Oh, sure. No, come to the restaurant and I'll cook for you guys. Come see me.
Do your friends absolutely love you and they get to taste new recipes?
Yes, I mean, they love coming over. Well, come to the restaurant. That's mostly where I am. Come see me at the restaurant, say hi, and that's what it's all about, is everybody having a good time. And
your own potato salad?
Oh, yeah, with potato salad. We have potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni and cheese, collard greens.
Collard greens.
Yeah.
And some amazing desserts, I heard, too.
Yeah, so I would say we have our brownie, which has our candied bacon on top of that. We make our own apple pie. Yeah, I would say.
All right.
But you do the collard greens right? You put a little ham in it?
No, we don't do ham. We actually do smoked turkey legs.
Oh, boy.
It's even better.
I think we need a barbecue before
Yes,
the end
we
of the
do.
summer.
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by. It's lots of fun to see you, Melanie.
Yeah,
and tell
nice
us all
to see you
about it.
guys, too. Thank you.
Yes, thanks. Yeah, stay with us. More with Let's Talk Live coming up after the break.
Before we go, take a look at this. This is one gigantic pumpkin.
Charlie Brown.
Oh, look at that. It weighs over 1,000 pounds. A Wisconsin farmer says his oldest son planted the seed and says he's been growing specialty pumpkins for about 4 years now. And this one, it isn't even the biggest one that he has grown.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, he holds the state title for a pumpkin weighing in at nearly 1,900 pounds. This gourd has some growing to do to beat that, but the farmer says it can gain about 30 pounds a night.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I thought I could only do that on vacation.
Me too. That'd be scary, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Going 30 pounds.
Well, that brings new
overnight.
meaning to the Great
It does.
Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Woo.
All right, what a great show today. We got another one coming back at you tomorrow.
We sure do. We hope you'll tune in because we're going to have a little Hawaiian flavor that we're going to sample tomorrow. So be sure to tune in. We'll see you then.
Bye.